They thought your silence was weakness. They thought your quiet nights, your trembling hands, your sleepless thoughts, your invisible battles meant you were finished. They thought the darkness they pushed you into would swallow you whole. They thought the wounds they carved into your spirit would never heal. They expected you to stay there, broken, forgotten, lost in a place where even your own voice could no longer reach you. But they didn't understand you. They didn't know what grows in silence. They didn't know what storms are born in stillness. They didn't know that even in your suffering, you were not dying. You were transforming. This is the story from silent suffering to loud victory. They threw you into hell expecting the flames to tear you apart, but instead, you learned how to walk through fire. They tried to drown your spirit beneath lies, betrayal, and doubt, but instead, you learned how to breathe underwater. You didn't scream, you didn't fight back, not because you were weak, but because you were listening to the truth within you, listening to the pain shaping you, listening to the echo of who you could become. The world only saw your silence, but silence was the birthplace of your rebirth. They wanted you small. They wanted you scared. They wanted you confused, unsure of your worth, dependent on their approval. They celebrated when you fell. They whispered, "See, they can't handle life. They're not strong enough." But while they were laughing, you were learning. While they were pointing fingers, you were collecting your pieces. While they were waiting for your collapse, you were building a foundation beneath the ruins. Because reality was not what they imagined. You didn't shatter. You sharpened, you didn't fade, you formed, you didn't surrender, you strategized. The storm they hoped would break you only awakened the warrior you were always meant to be, and if only they knew what was coming. There are moments in life when everything goes silent, not peacefully, but painfully, like someone pressed pause on your world, leaving you alone with your thoughts, your fears, your emptiness. You face those moments. You faced the nights where you felt hollow, the mornings where you questioned your purpose, the days where getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain. You faced the betrayal that cut deeper than any blade. You faced the loss that echoed through your bones. You faced the disappointment of trusting the wrong hearts, believing in false promises, carrying people who never planned to carry you. But in that silence, something shifted. You began to rebuild yourself in secret, piece by piece, breath by breath, step by step. You learned that strength isn't loud, it isn't a roar, sometimes it's a whisper, keep going. You learned to see pain not as punishment, but as a teacher, a sculptor, a brutal but brilliant force shaping your character. And every moment you refused to give up, even when giving up felt easier, you evolved. You became the flame that survived the ashes, the warrior that survived the battlefield, the soul that survived its own storms. People talk about miracles like they're rare, but you became a miracle in motion. Then came the moment that none of them expected. You got back up, not quietly this time, not hesitantly, but with a power they didn't know existed within you. And suddenly, they noticed. They noticed the strength in your eyes. They noticed the fire in your voice. They noticed that you were no longer the person they pushed down. You were someone entirely new. Did they really think you'd stay broken? Did they really think their doubts could define you? Did they really believe the story ended when they walked away? No, because the story wasn't written by them. It was written by you. And now they can't understand how you survived what was meant to destroy you. They're shocked by your transformation, threatened by your peace, afraid of your power. They whisper, how did they rise? How did they heal? How did they become this strong? Because your victory is their fear. Your growth is their regret. Your success is their reminder that they underestimated the wrong person. This is where everything changes, because now you're not surviving, you're ascending. You've entered a new chapter, a chapter where your silence is no longer suffering, but strategy, where your peace is no longer emptiness, but mastery. You've learned to protect your energy. You've learned to say no without guilt. You've learned to walk away from what drains you, from what disrespects you, from what doesn't deserve the masterpiece you're becoming. You've learned that the crown you carry is invisible but heavy, and only those meant for greatness can bear its weight. You've learned that storms don't always come to destroy. Sometimes they come to reveal what was never meant for you. And now, look at you, walking with purpose, moving with clarity, living with strength you once prayed for. Your heart is no longer fragile, it's fortified. Your spirit is no longer trembling, it's towering. Your path is no longer uncertain, it's illuminated with the light you ignited inside yourself. Every step you take now is a declaration. I survived, I evolved, I'm still rising. You don't seek revenge, not because they didn't deserve it, but because you outgrew the version of yourself who needed it. Your peace is louder than any retaliation. Your success is sharper than any weapon. Your silence now is not a place of suffering, but a throne, and they feel it, all of them. The ones who doubted you, the ones who betrayed you, the ones who hoped you would stay broken. They feel the distance between who you were and who you are now. They feel the consequences of underestimating a soul that refused to die in darkness. You didn't scream, you didn't fight, you didn't curse their names. You simply rose, higher than they ever expected, further than they ever believed possible, stronger than they could ever comprehend. And now, your existence is the loudest victory imaginable. This is the peak, the moment everything becomes clear. You were never meant to stay in suffering. You were never meant to remain silent. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit the limits others placed on you. You were meant to break ceilings. You were meant to rewrite destiny. You were meant to rise so powerfully that even your shadow inspires others to stand taller. Look at your transformation now. You don't chase approval. You carry self-respect. You don't beg for love. You radiate it. You don't fear losing people. You understand that what leaves is replaced by something greater. You don't crumble at criticism. You use it as fuel. You are no longer the person who cried in silence. You are the person who speaks with purpose. You are no longer the one who asked, "Why me?" You are the one who says, "Watch me." Your journey carved a warrior out of you. Your scars became your armor. Your suffering became your roadmap. Your silence became your superpower. And your victory, it's not just loud, it's legendary. Now breathe. Feel who you've become. Feel what you've survived. Feel the strength living in your bones, the fire in your spirit, the clarity in your mind. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning. You have risen from battles that would have broken the strongest of souls. You have faced storms that would have drowned others. You have walked alone through nights that would have crushed the faint-hearted. And you made it, not by chance, not by luck, but by courage. You didn't just survive your suffering, you transformed it into victory. So let this be your reminder. You are powerful, you are resilient, you are unstoppable, and the world hasn't even seen the best of you yet. Your silence built your strength, your suffering built your spirit, and now the world will hear your victory, louder than ever. This is your story, this is your rise, this is your loud, undeniable, unstoppable victory. But listen carefully. Your victory didn't happen overnight. It didn't appear like magic. It wasn't handed to you on a silver plate. It was born from nights where your eyes burned from tears. It was shaped from moments where your heart felt heavier than your entire world. It was carved from the times you had no one beside you. No support, no comfort, no hand to hold. Just you, your breath, and your determination to survive. People see the strength you have now, but they don't see the storms that trained you. They don't see how many times you questioned yourself. They don't see the battles you fought behind closed doors. They don't see the moments where you whispered to yourself, "One more day. I just need to survive one more day." But you did more than survive. You transformed pain into wisdom. You turned loneliness into clarity. You turned heartbreak into armor. And most importantly, you turned every no into a reason to say, "Watch me." Let them stare now. Let them wonder now. Let them talk. Because every whisper about your past is a reminder that you rose beyond their expectations. Every doubt they ever had has become gasoline for the fire inside you. Every betrayal they committed has become a stepping stone toward your next level. And now, Now you walk with a different energy, not desperate, not broken, not searching for validation, but calm, centered, powerful. This is the version of you they never prepared for. This is the version of you that commands attention without speaking. This is the version of you that doesn't chase. You attract. You elevate. You conquer. Because you're no longer fueled by fear. You're fueled by purpose. You're fueled by the vision of the life you're building. You're fueled by the future waiting for you. And they feel it. Oh, they feel it. They feel the shift. They feel your distance. They feel the door closing. They feel the consequences of losing someone who was once their blessing. But here's the beautiful truth. You no longer need them. You no longer need their acceptance. You no longer need their validation. You found something far greater. You found yourself. You found your voice. You found your strength. You found your resilience. You found the warrior sleeping inside you. And once a person finds themselves, they become unstoppable. You are not the same soul who once cried for people who didn't choose you. You are not the same heart that once broke at every disappointment. You are not the same spirit that once doubted its own worth. You are evolved. You are upgraded. You are awakened. Your enemies lost access. Your old fears lost power. Your past lost control. And now you walk differently, with purpose in your steps, with power in your silence, with wisdom in your scars. Every dream you carry is valid. Every goal you set is possible. Every version of you that you are becoming is unstoppable. This world hasn't seen your final form. This world hasn't heard your loudest victory. This world hasn't felt your full impact. But soon they will. Soon they will see why you had to go through the fire. Soon they will understand why you had to lose what you lost. Soon they will realize that the suffering was not the end. It was the beginning. A new chapter, a new identity, a new destiny. And when you arrive at that next level, when you step into the life you're building, when you rise higher than anyone imagined, you won't need applause. Your existence will be the celebration. Your journey will be the inspiration. Your resilience will be the crown no one can take away. Because this is not just another chapter of your life. This is the era where you stand tall, breathe deep, and declare, I am here, I am healed, I am powerful, I am rising. From silent suffering to loud victory to an unstoppable future. From silent suffering to loud victory.